Greetings, Illuminati. Here is an individual example of how to capture an ancient raw coin, one with very little definition in the coin, and show off the details. You can see that it's rotating right around on the turntable right now. So that's with the raw coin holder, and it's just rotating with the cover of the turntable off. I can take the cover and put it back on, and that will give you an example of the difference. So with the cover off, you can put things behind this, so you can kind of theme out the area. So put your logo, your channel name, anything you want to in the back here. Or, you can just hand model if you want to. Very sexy, look at that. Woo. All right, anyway, we're gonna put the lid on, and now we have a contained area where the ambient light, which is a little bit yellow, is not showing, and now we're getting a more pure version of what the coin looks like on the turntable. You have a few different controls that you can adjust, so I can turn off the spotlights, for instance, and just have nothing but that upper backlight, or I can do the reverse and just show it with the spotlight. So you still have some control, but it's not as much control as if you're doing top down, because that's really what it's designed for. And you have the axial light function as well as the tone light, which will give you that little glimmer. But the rotating of the coin does give you that sheen. If you can see when I, when I turn that back up, when it does rotate, it gives you a little bit of a gleam, although this isn't a very shiny coin. So that's the turntable, but in a lot of the cases for still pictures, we're gonna wanna see something that shows off more detail, and you have a tremendous amount of functionality to be able to do that. So I'm just gonna pull the coin out. I'm going to use this item. This is the coin pedestal. It is adjustable. You just spin it to adjust. And by doing that, you can raise it and lower it. And the idea is that you get sort of the sweet spot of where you want an item in the Halumin-C is right about level with the bottom of the halo. So sits right there, and you can see on the side camera, when I turn the halo off, it's just a little under the bottom. So when that coin sits there, the face of it will be right at the surface. So that's kind of where you want it to be. And I'll just place this face. Before I do that, I want you to look. It's really hard to see. This does not have a lot of definition. It is very, very corroded. This is one of the cool things that we can do with Halumin. If we're educating somebody about the symbology or the inscription on the coin, we can make it appear much more vivid than it actually is. But we can also shoot stuff that is true to how it really looks in real life. And that's, as an individual collector or dealer, you don't want to send deceptive images of what the coin is and its condition, but at the same time, there's a lot to what is actually depicted on it. So the condition of the coin is one photograph, but then the story in the coin is a completely other one. So when I'm setting up the coin, first thing I need to do is turn off the spotlights for the turntable. I want to close this lid, and I want to zoom in as much as I can on that coin. Probably don't need it to be rotating for this picture either. So we'll turn the rotation. I was going to say if we can get it just the right position. I guess the turntable could be really useful for, oops. There we go, that's good. Turntable is really useful for adjusting the coins, so there you go. There's another feature for you. So the first thing I did is I set these two level about halfway up, so about half power and completely level. And the purpose of that, so the halo level is being level. Door is closed. And now I press and hold on the coin on my camera. That locks in the exposure. and then that locks in the color and everything like that stays like that. So you want the light to be doing the work. You don't want the camera to be trying to adjust. Let me show you actually what happens if I don't have that auto exposure on and I turn these lights down. The camera keeps trying to brighten up until it just goes into dark mode. And see when I overexpose it. So the lighting can't do anything. So when you set it like that, press and hold on your subject, that'll lock the focus, lock the exposure and the white balance. And now I can go to black. That's really important when lighting something. You want to be able to have complete control in the lighting itself. So now I'm going to bring one side up. So before it was both sides up so the halo was evenly lit. I'm pulling off one side and I'm making it so that it's just the right side of the halo is illuminated. And now when I turn that halo, watch what happens. See how it just hits the edges? So look at how the writing on there is suddenly very, very visible, as is the face of the coin, much more so than it is in real life. And I can even go start like this and just slowly bring it up. And it really brings out. So if I'm looking to see what that coin says or understand what that picture is, you can do that. And that inspection's really useful. You can bring the other side up just a little bit, and that will backlight the edge so that you actually see the perimeter of the coin easily. So there's a really good shot. The coin doesn't look that good in real life. It's a little has a little bit of a shine to it, and you don't see nearly that much detail on the engraving. So if this is the shot for inspection, maybe I'm making a video and I'm just talking about it and I'm doing what you just saw with the coin light shifting, and you can see that shift, how that goes from really, really bright to really, really textural. And that's a really great example of what's on it. But if I'm trying to actually show the patina and show the actual condition of the coin, this would be a little bit deceptive because it might look like there's more there than there actually is. So that's what this tone light is for. If you bring that up, I can slide this back and forth. Let me actually take that out completely. I'll just bring up the tone light so you can see better what it does. Now what that does is that catches on the shiny surfaces, which they're just because it was rubbed over time, has a few little patches that are shiny, and the rest of it has that dark patina. You still want to see the patina, so that tone light is making the mirror, the shiny parts of it sparkle. And now if I bring up the axial lighting just a little bit, that really represents the patina that's on it. And so now I can bring up one side of the halo just a little bit to warm up the edges, or I can keep that off. And that is a pretty accurate depiction of what the coin actually looks like in real life. So that's kind of how you do it in this short period of time. We got the turntable demonstration. That might be how if you're selling it on Whatnot or something, you put it on the turntable and it can show it off while you're talking about it. But these videos and images that we just did are also really, really helpful for the sales pictures as well as education about what's on the surface of the coin. Thank you very much. I hope you support our Kickstarter. It's up now, and stay tuned at this channel because I'll be making more of these demonstration videos.